How about when I first saw you?
Which was when?
Mr. Anderson's class. I was a junior.
Science class.
Environmental science.
Details.
And you were a senior.
You thought she thought I was a new student.
I did.
Right?
Well, because it was a junior standing class. And then I found out you were a senior.
By the way, I didn't like fail or anything. I just was too smart. So I ended up taking a junior class as a senior. It works out.
Yeah. But I thought you were cute. But then I found out you were kind of chasing after someone else. So then I just didn't even... Not that I would have pursued it anyway, but...
Oh, thanks.
And then we saw each other after I graduated.
And I thought you were cute. And I invited you. To come with us.
Yeah. But I said no.
Yeah, 3 times.
Well, I had to make sure you were really interested and not just,
3 times. But then we actually made it to a lunch, our first lunch.
You did.
Remember where that was?
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread. I was there waiting. Like, it is noon. Where is she? You showed up, what, 12:45?
No. It was only like 15 minutes late. But I had to change my outfit like 3 times. And that was about it.
You came wearing mittens.
I did.
I remember that. I don't remember what I was wearing, but you wore mittens. I remember that.
Yep.
The time you almost killed me. Begin story. I needed a ride home. It's hilarious, by the way. I kind of faked it.
Stop. I was coughing.
The time you almost killed me. I almost died.
Did not almost die.
I faked like I needed a ride home. So Amanda offered to drive me home. And I was like, yes, I finally have the chance to give her my phone number, ask her out on a date.
But you didn't.
Well, because you almost killed me.
Didn't almost kill you.
We were almost there. There was something on the windshield, some political...
Paul Scott.
You don't need to...
Political ad.
You don't need to give him an endorsement here.
I'm not, but that's what it was.
There was some type of political endorsement, right? On the windshield. And I think you told your brother... Nice job, Al. You told your brother to hang onto the wheel.
When I reached out the window and grabbed it off the windshield.
So she was like halfway out.
I wasn't halfway out.
You were all the way out.
I was up and my arm was out.
Wow.
And I turned the windshield wipers on and it swooped in my hand. But Alex was watching me and not the road.
It started with us in a car. It ended with us almost in a ditch.
Not in a ditch.
I thought we were.
That time we went to Cedar Point. So on Sweetest Day one year, we went to Cedar Point.
Actually, back up. I think start this story.
I remember details differently than you.
Start this story at the 4-H County Fair.
Oh.
You remember that?
Okay.
So
one time.
The truck pull.
Yeah, that was fun. So one time, Scott and I went to the county fair, which we thought would be really fun. But we had to watch a tractor pull, which wasn't very fun. And when we were leaving, my dad called and asked where I was at. So I told him, I was like, oh, at the fair with Scott. And he goes, oh, did he throw his arm out winning you a carnival prize? And I'm like, no, he didn't do that. And he was like, what's wrong with him? Just kind of making a joke out of it. So I told Scott when we got off the phone.
Terrible. I felt terrible. I was the worst.
But I told him it was no big deal. Like, I just thought it was funny.
Totally forgot. I was so involved in the tractor pull.
Yeah. So then, like, a month later, we went to Cedar Point. And I guess he had it in his head that he had to win me something.
So you tell this. I'm going to go. You tell this story. I'll be right back. Be right back.
So before lunch, we stopped by this stand. And they had these huge, giant gorillas hanging up. And Scott's like, hey, you just have to throw a ball in that thing. And I kind of do that at work anyway.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. There you go. And I won her A big
He
gorilla
wants me a giant gorilla.
on the first try.
Which I didn't. I told him once he got it, I'm like, it's not going at my house. And he said, yes, it is.
I loved her.
From the first time you saw me.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It was in love at first time.
I don't know. Yes, I loved her.
I think it was.
I think so.
For me.
Well, I think we were meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I
we
hope.
were. Yeah, we were. We were. Did you tell me when you're ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay.
You tell me when you're ready.
I remember she was wearing these mittens, and I think it was like the middle of summer.
I don't like it at all.
Just keep rolling.
I don't like the dramatic pause.
Just keep rolling. She must have had cold hands.
Are we looking at
we're
Noah?
looking outside.
Can we look at the foxes?
Okay. What does the fox say?
Stop.
She was driving me home, and she almost killed me. At that moment, I knew I loved her.
You can't. Stop it. And you know what? It wasn't that close to killing you. I almost ran it into the ditch.